You are listening to Charting Cryptos, Commodities, and Currencies. Let's jump first into Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin 24-hour-a-day chart. Of course, we had 4 weeks of down movement, and things have turned around. 6 days of strong up movement. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. Three-day candles. We see where things bottomed out here. And again, we had decent volume for the bottoming and for the turning around as we went from a red to a green doji. And then, of course, since then, things have been moving up. We had, decent volume there for the, not really the bottoming, but the end of the red candle. So far, it's Wednesday. We'll see how the rest of the week goes. If we can get up to average volume, that would be a nice sign to see that we had average volume from the red to the green on both the red and the green. We'll see if that occurs. It may or may not. Right now, Bitcoin is down 0.71%, but it is an up week. And again, looks like things are rotating over for the big cryptocurrency. As we look at Ethereum, same kind of thing. Don't have the volume there, though, but we do have 4 weeks of down movement and then things turning around this week. We don't really have a lot of volume matching up as things took off. We did see decent volume as things bottomed. And of course, after a couple of two-day candles, that was on the third one, we saw us get some average volume there. So again, we'll keep our eye on things. Bitcoin turns around. Of course, Ethereum may be very likely to keep going in that same direction too. For the day, it is down 0.60%. Now let's take a look at Bitwise. It's top 10 cryptocurrencies weighted as per market share. You can see we had 3 weeks and sort of a portent of the turning around. Last week we had a doji, and then this week things taking off. Don't have much to help us as far as volume goes. Again, this is just an ETF that again tracks those top 10 cryptocurrencies, but we can see how the 2-day chart has gained a great deal of energy. Again, not a lot of volume to go along with it. And we see on the 195-minute chart, that is the half-day chart. This is an ETF. This is in a 24-hour-a-day cryptocurrency chart like Ethereum and Bitcoin that we just looked at, but we can see for the last few days, again, slowing down today where it's down 0.5%, but those 2 prior days on Monday and Tuesday really, really jamming up. So we're seeing some bullishness in the crypto markets, and that is good. Let's take a look at crypto, from crypto to commodities. What do we see going on with corn? Corn still heading down. It was up for the day 0.70%. But again, red down candles since it peaked back in mid-May, rolling over and heading down. Haven't reached a lower low, it doesn't look like this week. The low last week, 1770. This week, 1773. Very close. Look at what's going on with copper. Copper had 2 up weeks, but this week, rotating over, decent down day for copper, 1.15% down. So again, we can see where copper trying to catch fire, rolling back over. Remember, copper is used in a lot of industrial processes. Silver, 2 nice weeks in silver. This week slowing down for the day big, 3.29%. Really just hammering down on silver. And we'll keep our eye on that, hoping to see silver take off. Haven't had any kind of volume helping us out, though, to see that occur. Look at the U.S. gasoline fund, up for the day 1.02%, but an overall down week. That happened in the afternoon as things this week, crashed through that prior weekly trend line. We can see we have 4 down 2-day candles where things just started passing through, going down on Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we will keep our eye on things as we continue to, again, watch these commodities and see which direction they are handling. We'll go to another energy. This is nat gas. And of course, it is continuing to trundle down quite strongly after it peaked all the way back in May, then slid along, tried to pop up again in early June, and then since then been hammering down. And of course, U.S. oil, we had several weeks of up movement, slowed down a lot last week and slowing down further this week, although it's up for the day 1.97%. But again, really blew off a lot of that energy. Green spinning top. We'll keep an eye on things. You can see not a lot of volume to match it. But these last weeks, whenever we see red volume, remember the way we have this set up, it means that it opened lower than the prior close, and that's happened now 2 weeks in a row, so a lot of weakness there. Let's go from commodities to currencies, and we will start with the British pound, up for the day 0.26%. Of course, we watched the pound start moving up in late April, moved up for several weeks, then slid sideways, down for 2 weeks in mid-June, late June. And then starting on the week beginning the 1st of July, the pound has taken off. And again, moving up quite nicely. You can see it on the 2-day and on the half-day as that European currency has taken off. The euro itself moving up quite handily also over the last 3 weeks. Similar to the pound, moved up for several weeks. There in June, it hit its high, rolled over. That was at the beginning of June, rolled down through June, and then starting in July, popping up nice and strong. The yen, even the yen, after weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of down moves, last week, green spinning top with decent volume. And this week, the yen moving up for the day alone, 1.46%. Good for the yen. It has been just getting hammered for months on end. Nice to see. That is where we are charting cryptos, commodities, and currencies. Like we always say, we love following these different ETFs once a week to help you see other things. You know, currencies, which of course there are ETFs, track currencies, track commodities, track. Now we have cryptocurrencies that track both Ethereum and Bitcoin. So again, as these markets continue to evolve, we see more and more opportunities with long, short funds, all sorts of stuff that makes it even more fun as you learn to track these funds. God bless, my friends. We always love to hear from you. CW@chartingwealth.com.